Hello and welcome everyone to another StarCraft 2 England cast. Today I have got a game between Snute and ABomB because yeah, I'm just the bomb, I'm an atom bomb babe. He's not quite cool enough to be the D-bomb, but who knows. Anyway, Snute, he is the red Zerg player. He is in the right position here. Apparently he got a cheating warning or something. Anyway, who knows. ABomB, he is the blue Protoss in the left. And so, this is quite cool. They're just chatting about cheating. Don't cheat in StarCraft. Even if you win, you don't get any benefit from it, really. So, why bother? Anyway, the map, obviously, it's not the ladder version of Antique Shipyard because, look, there's supply depots. That's always fun. But we will see ABomB, he is here. He is getting down that forward pylon, and that means a fast expansion, and that everyone makes... well, it makes everyone happy. Everyone makes happy, that doesn't even make sense, but that's beside the point. Snute, he is probably going to go for a pull first, because going for a hatch first against Protoss is just crazy. Nobody does that sort of thing, do they? Anyway, we will see here that this probe is going to scout everything, see that Snute hasn't thrown down that spawning pool yet. Going to be a 15 pool, almost definitely, but a lot of drones are being pulled to try and kill that probe, but the probe is like, no, I'm a ninja, I'm going to hide, and gets away safely. There goes down the spawning pool, was spotted though, and here is an awesome patrol pattern, which didn't quite link up. I think he was hoping they'd link up, but not quite. Anyway, here we will see that ABomB, well, what's he going to do? He's got a lot of resources banked up, so let's just see if he throws down a Nexus first, because that would be winning. I like people who take more risks. Judging by the amount of minerals, I'm guessing there's going to be a Nexus first. Gone. Yep, there's enough. There we go, so it's a Nexus first build. That makes me happy. Happy like tweeny teen at a Justin Bieber concert. Talking with Justin Bieber concerts, have anyone seen that? It's like the Rebecca Black Friday video, but worse. It's just these two girls being like, we're hot girls have feelings too, or something like that. If you haven't watched it, don't. It's terrible. Just save your ears. Anyway, we will see here that ABomB, he's throwing down that forge, he's throwing down that gateway, he's got the Nexus on the way. This Overlord is going to see everything though. The Overlord is just like your girlfriend coming in when you're with another girl and being like, I saw everything. But hey, we all play StarCraft, so what's the chances that we have girlfriends? Lol, jokes. Anyway, we will see here that Snute going for the approach of, well, if you're going to pylon block my natural, I'm going to take my third, because I'm going to do that anyway. The other advantage of taking a third first is, well, let's face it, it just means this drone doesn't have to go as far to get a natural, and that is a really quick third base. You usually see the earliest at about 4 minutes 20, so that is super early. Meanwhile, what is ABomB doing? Well, he's got his Nexus up, he's got a cannon, he's got a gateway, but this is a big area here to defend. And he's got no idea when those Zerglings are coming, so what's he going to do? He's just going to throw down a Cybercore and have one brave probe sit there. But, I mean, to be honest, it will stop Snute getting in, but still Snute has got all of the map control, but that's not too essential because ABomB, he's got gas, he's got 2 bases, and he's Protoss, so he's got a lot of options available to him. Meanwhile, we will see here that another queen comes out. The second queen hasn't wandered its way over to the third base. I'm going to call that the third base. Even though it went down second, it's going to be the third because otherwise it gets confusing. And, well, what is BomB doing? Well, currently he's just building probes because building probes is good. He's got Warp Gate tech on the way. Is he going to chrono boost it though? Well, he's got some chrono boosts saved up. So he's either just slow or he's not just clicking. But there we go, a chrono boost actually coming out on the Stalker, so gonna get some really early Stalker pressure, may even go and try to pick off that Overlord, which would be a nice little win, and be a bit of a pain. If you take a look at the work account though, currently ABomB is ahead, and that is purely because he got that Nexus first build, and he's going for a Stargate, so Stargates are awesome. Now, what does Snute need to do? Snute, if he wants to avoid this, is he needs to get his Roach One and Evolution Chamber at the same time. The Roach One obviously will do nothing against air, but you need a Roach One. It's just what Zergs do against Protoss. It works well. And if you get the Roach One and Evo at the same time, then you're covered from air attack as well. So, good little pro tip. Get both. And this Overlord does go down, just barely, explodes into a horrible gooey mess. Wouldn't want to be the one to clean it. And it looks like a bit of a missed rally point here. That is a bit of a slip up there. 3 idle probes is never what you want. That works out to be quite a lot of missed mining time. And essentially, if we look at the work count now, they have leveled up, so you don't want to be having just probes idling. And a supply block as well here for ABomb, while trying to chrono boost out. So, did he lose a pylon or something? Well, this is embarrassing. This is a really, really long supply block and a wasted chrono boost. But here comes out the skill ray, and if all else fails, build a skill ray. But just as Snute should be doing, Rotoron, Evolution Chamber, and he's also getting his lair out as well, so he's going to be fine as fine can be. Does Snute have any idea about this Stargate? No, I think is the answer. But ABomb, he's getting a Stargate up and is expanding behind it. Good wall off here. You don't want those rocks going down and then getting Zerglings in your base. But we will see that obviously Snute isn't really looking to be in a too aggressive of a position. He's getting a spore down at every base, so he must have scouted this out. No, he hasn't, so he's just assuming that it's going to be a Stargate, and who can blame him? But I'm just amazed ABomb was supply blocked for such a long time. That's really poor. I'll put in the description below what rank ABomb was, because I've got the replay still, where I got it from, which gives, I can look him up on StarCraft 2 ranks and stuff. But really, you shouldn't be getting supply blocked at 44 ever, if you are above sort of gold level. Anyway, we will just see that ABomb going to follow this up with more gateways and some sentries, a couple of stalkers. He's got another gateway up there, so he's got these gateways down here. He's warding off the front, so that is 3, 4, 5 gates he will be at. 5 gate with the Stargate there as well, should be fine. There's still just, there's 2 voidways. Where is the second voidway? Just sitting here doing nothing. He could be Overlord hunting. ABomb is really, I don't like to say, not playing well. He's got these units out but isn't doing anything with them, and ultimately there's just so much you could be doing that by not doing anything with them you're just wasting any advantage you had of getting them really early. So anyway, we will see here Snute, he's getting his macro hatch out. He is up to money drones, about to hit 70 drones, and that's really the money spot for a 3 base Zerg. You can just go crazy then with army production, and as you can see, a 50ish, 60 now supply difference between these 2 players. And just income these roaches. There are 4 sentries there. They will get some good force fields and will pick up a couple of roaches. But again, I just don't think there's going to be physically enough stuff for ABomb to defend this. Those voidways are coming back just to try and deal with some of it, but voidways don't actually do much damage quickly enough to mass roaches. I don't actually think ABomb has enough DPS to deal with this, but he has got a lot of force fields. There's still 1 cannon in there, and I mean, it looks like ABomb should, I don't know, because just look at the reinforcements. I was going to say he should be able to hold it, but there's just so many reinforcements coming in, and to be honest, Snute is just dominating here. There is that Immortal coming out, which will be very, very helpful. There goes down some force fields, just trying to block those roaches back. But as 1 sentry goes down, a second one is about to drop as well. And there it goes as well, so that is a bit unfortunate. There is this Stalker here picking off an Overlord. ABomb was supply blocked by losing those pylons momentarily. But just look at this chain of red. I don't see any way for ABomb to come back from this. I just flat out don't. To be honest, this is pretty crazy. Those voidways are trying to pick them off, but just look at the Zergling streaming. This is, I mean, if ABomb holds this, it would be incredible. He is producing more voidways, ampling, and getting more cannons up, but just those zealots, obviously, they don't have charge, but they are just picking off all of those Zerglings very, very nicely, because, well, that's what zealots do. They are +1 zealots against, I believe it's +0. No, they are +1 Zerglings on carapace as well, but no, ABomb, he is going to clean this up. And obviously the longer this push goes on for, the easier it will be for ABomb to defend it. He's got 4 cannons after that 3rd base. He's got a lot of zealots coming in here, but just look at these roaches push forward. Roaches are insanely good against zealots. And there goes down the Twilight Council. That is no way going to survive, and it's going to die before Blink even finishes. So, to be honest, now that's down. I mean, ABomb is just in huge problems. Those voidways slowly picking stuff off, but behind this, obviously, Snute, he's getting up that 4th base. He's got great map control. He knows exactly what ABomb is trying to do. and it looks like those Void Rays are finally going to be able to deal with everything. But just as that does occur, well, all of these Zerglings do come in, and they are going to try and focus fire down those cannons, but in come the Zealots, but more Zerglings are on the way. Fourth Void Ray on the way out, but amazingly ABomB is still in this somehow. But just look at the amount of stuff here, and a double force field goes off, some more warpins coming down, but those sentries are getting sniped down by the Zerglings. The Zealots are there obviously to help deal with that, but still this is not a good spot. Hydras are on the way out. There's already quite a number out, and there's just more on the way, roaches on the way rather. Hydra range is coming out, so they'll deal with those Void Rays super easily. What is the work count? Well, it's 71 to 68 actually, so if ABomB can somehow hold on and keep holding on, theoretically he should be fine. And wow, holy gateway, this is a lot of gateways and robos. So ABomB, he's noticed that he's got a trust fund and wants to spend it all on shiny toys. He could invest it wisely in more bases to increase his economy further, or he could just buy a whole load of immortals and just impress all the girls with them, because hey, if I had an immortal, wouldn't you go and impress girls with it? Just be like, look at my immortal babe, better than a truck. Anyway, what have we got else here? We've got not much really for ABomB. He's just getting more and more production facilities. There goes the Ray. The fourth base up though for Snute. So for a very long period of time, he's on equal bases with ABomB. ABomB, he is getting out that one immortal. Is the second immortal going to come out? No, it's an observer. Meanwhile, we're just seeing more cannons coming down. This is such a good defensive position for ABomB, but he's also containing himself pretty much, because Snute, he's got to break this down somehow. He's got these Hydras still being defensive. Snute doing actually not that of an amazing job of the injects. In some places he is, but it could be better still. And here comes a big push from Snute. He's got a maxed out army. He's getting the infestation pit on its way. And here comes the push in. And there's just so much stuff here, but there's some money force fields. Quite a few more than is needed. But pulling back, and I can't blame Snute for that. He doesn't want to take more losses than he needs. If you look at the loss tab, actually about 3,000 more minerals lost for Snute than ABomB. So ABomb's been cost effectively engaging this army for a long time. And these force fields are just really money. He's ripping apart Snute's army. And from really being a long way out of this game, he's actually putting this back quite nicely, and that's purely because he had that third base with such good economy. He's able to just outproduce, well, produce enough to deal with this push. The Immortals are there. The Immortals are going to be pretty awful against the Hydras. So are the Void Rays. So the Hydras are the big problem here for ABomB. So the Zergling and Hydra army is just perfectly there to deal with an Immortal Stalker army. It's essentially the best you could hope for. Now we will see these double Colossi coming out. Two already on the field. Now once those second two Colossi come out, well, that's going to put ABomB in an amazing spot, because, well, essentially he's going to be able to deal with the Hydralisks and the Zerglings, and that's all that's causing problems, because the Stalkers and the Immortals are going to be good, but these are training Zealots. They're still in training. They aren't aware they have to run past the Stalkers, and because of that, I mean, they're not getting involved in the fight at all. But here are the Colossi, and just look at the damage they're doing. The second two are about to pop up, and it looks like Snute's going to be forced back even more. Snute, he's going to have to run away, and he has to be careful here, because if ABomB can take out this fourth base, well, Snute's going to be in problems. Those Hydras running straight up though, trying to snipe down the Colossi, and they do get one, but when one goes down, two more arrive. And I mean, with three Colossi, just so much damage being done, some good force fields just trying to trap in the units. Another Colossi falls, and that is not something you want if you're in ABomb's position, but obviously he is managing to clean up those Hydralisks quite effectively. Some more Roaches are coming in, but the Stalker's doing a great job. The Stalkers are still 1-1, and the Roaches are, well, the Roaches are 1-1 as well, so equal upgrades here for both players. This Forge really underused, the Evolution Chambers also really underused, wherever the second one in. No Pathogen Glands down yet, and Snute, he's getting the Hive down, just started now, but I can't help but feel Snute felt this game was in the bag, and as such just kind of relaxed, and as a result now has some problems, because Well, 2 Colossi coming out of time. Thermal Lance isn't done though, and that's really why Snute could pick them off so easily. And Probe's just running forward now, so ABomB is just wanting to sacrifice Probe's... no, he's not wanting to sacrifice him, he's just mining out his main. What am I talking about? But trying to do anything he can, long range mining just to get some more income, because even the natural base is looking a bit low, only 100, just over 100 minerals there, so that's a bit of a problem. But we will see these roaches trying to come round, but they're going to get cut off, and that's now 4 Colossi, I do believe. 1 Immortal, 12 Zealots, and 15 Stalkers against 15 roaches. So yeah, this is a scary push there for ABomB. He's getting a lot more roaches out, but some of those infestors getting picked off straight away. They do have enough energy for fungal growths, but Snute for some reason only dropping them off now. This is just doing crazy big damage, and those infestors getting taken down so abruptly by ABomB, and ABomB has got a massive supply lead, so this is pretty crazy. And there's the GG from Snute. Wow, that was unexpected turnaround, but just goes to show, even if you think you're miles ahead, don't relax. Snoot's problem was he just didn't do enough economical damage to ABomB, and that allowed ABomB to go on and outproduce him in the mid and late game. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, give this game a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube, and follow me on Twitter, which is of course at SC2_England. Thank you very much for watching.